Welcome to the foundation, y'all. I'm your host, So L, seeker of truth L, speaker of truth L. And I felt like really stepping on toes with this episode for real. I'm really just gonna, break some stuff down. I hope you're excited. I hope you're looking forward to it. It looks like y'all looking forward to it. It's a lot of y'all on the switchboard. I appreciate you. Thank you. I'm humbled. All praise is due to the Creator and the ancestors. Y'all ready to get going? All right. I don't mean to throw a curveball at y'all real quick, but I'm getting ready to digress a little bit. Okay. First and foremost, you might not know, I didn't know until, I don't know, maybe 4 years ago, 5 years ago. I'm going to keep it real. It's been, I don't know, the high essence of education and mentorship that I've experienced has really been recent. Everything else has been experience and trial and error. And, education, to tell you the truth. So there's a lot of information that I've come into contact within, the last, let's say, 5 years. 5 years. The last 5 years of my life has changed drastically. If you told me, let's just say, if you told me 3 years ago, let's do 4 just to be safe. If you told me 4 years ago that I will be hosting my own show called The Foundation on High Frequency Radio Network, I would have laughed at you, like, straight up, and be like, man, get out of here. Quit playing with me. I got to go to work. Because, yes, I had a job. And I got this new saying, I want to say I coined it. This is me right here. There's nothing wrong with having a job as long as you have a plan. You know what I mean? Well, I had a plan. I was looking to do that first-time homebuyer dance. And I'm going to, the benefits of using the social versus the liabilities of using the social in one of the upcoming episodes. But I do want to say this. I will not be broadcasting next week. So next Wednesday is, hold on, what's the date today? Oh, okay, so next Wednesday is the 4th, April 4th. I will not be broadcasting the foundation on April 4th. I will be on vacation. It's been years since I've taken a vacation. Family vacation is private. That's all I'm going to say. But I will not be broadcasting on Wednesday, April 4th, next week. Just so you know. But as I was saying, there's stuff that I didn't know several years ago. And, I had a job, I had a plan, but as I was moving forward, stuff came to me that I didn't even anticipate. One of those things was the 6 important functions of education. There's 6 important functions of education. Look, I don't want to get too deep, really, because I don't like to do that because this is the foundation. So I just want to touch on these 6 functions of education. So there's actual functions of public education. What are those functions? The first function is the adjustive function. You ever heard of that? That function, schools are to establish fixed habits of reaction to authority. You ever thought about that? You ever thought about how schools establish fixed habits of reaction to authority? I'm dealing with school. I've always dealt with this, my children, with the school. This fixed habit, this authority thing, right? This whole raise your hand to go to the bathroom, and the teacher can tell you that you can't go to the bathroom. I don't play that. Please understand. My children go to public school. I don't play that. And I will go to the school and will talk to whoever I need to talk to, and I'm not going to get ignorant, and I'm not going to be, dishonorable. I'm not going to get loud. I'm not going to get emotional. But I'm going to speak in facts. And, stuff usually tends to move. But that whole, raise your hand, the teacher can tell my child that your child only has to ask to go to the restroom at home. You know what I mean? The ultimate authority is parents, right? So all this teacher telling my children. So that's something I'm dealing with. But that's, one of the functions of that, is to establish fixed habits of reaction to authority. So one of those reactions is you're going to deny one of your bodily functions. You understand what I'm saying? Due to the apparent authority and what that authority says in whatever specific situation. Please understand what I'm saying. This is why, one of the reasons why it's so hard, one of the hardest issues that people going private that I deal with suffer from is the fixed habit of a reaction to authority. They go into a bank, they'll understand the authority that you have as a trustee with regards to that instrument, that entity, that indenture, that is not governed by the state. It's not governed by the bank. The bankers can't tell you nothing. These people can't tell you nothing about the trust that you're administering. But we have these fixed habits of reaction to authority or perceived authority. We should think about this. The 6 important functions of education. I'm sorry, I kind of snuck this in here, but I'm gonna get to the the trust, the structure. I'm gonna do my dance. I'm gonna smash some toes this evening. So first one, adjusted function. It's one of the 6 important functions of education. Schools are to establish fixed habits of reaction to authority. Man, I might delete this episode after we. Man. Number 2, the integrating function. This function makes children. It's the function as to make children as alike as possible. Market research uses statistical sampling, which only works if people act generally in the same way. So, trying to make you as like as everybody else as possible. This is education. This is what is. First, please understand we ain't said nothing about math or geography when we're talking about the important functions of education. Number 3, the directive function. School is to diagnose a child's proper social role and to log the evidence with grades so future people will not allow escape from that subsequent role. So, you can't get in certain colleges, certain grades, certain stuff on that school record keeps you in this certain role. People act how they're treated. You call someone stupid enough and they might start acting stupid. That was number 3, the directive function. Number 4, differentiating function. This is layered information or the teaching of social layers, social classes, social castes. Class. Good thing about America, you can change your class. Noble. Differentiating function. Number 5, selective function. This function is assessing breeding qualities of each child, preservation of favored races or eugenics, tag the unfit with inferiority by poor grades, remedial placement, and humiliation. Oh, my God. And number 6, the propedeutic function. This is the grooming of the higher classes to rule or manage the lower classes. Understand what I'm saying? Did you know that these were 6 important functions of education? Do you understand how vitally important it is to invest in your private education? Please, y'all, I'm trying to, man, I know you woke, brothers and sisters. I know we family, and I know you woke. You know what I mean? I know you woke. Or you're awake, however you want to talk about it. But there's so much going on that we don't see, that we don't know. It can be horrifying at times. There are specific reasons why I do specific shows and educate on one specific aspect or stay in this one specific niche or niche, which really revolves around corporate structure and wealth management. Bottom line, that we got a businessman that we're dealing with who's running the United States. There's tax incentives going in for businesses. Wages are pretty much stagnant. Robots are coming. they're shifting to offering less and less benefits, no pensions, no 401ks, and so on and so forth. We must get into our own businesses, and we must structure our affairs properly in order to win. I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of watching my people lose. I love y'all. I love myself. It's time to make moves. We understand that, there's different things going on around us. With case in point, these specific essential functions of education that we may or may not did not know about until just now. Moving forward, though, let's get into the topic, shall we? Structured. Man, you're not supposed to talk about this, huh? Woo! All right, let's do this. So, just because you don't know something exists doesn't mean that you are correct. And just because the professionals that you work with don't know that something exists does not mean that they are correct. Everyone thinks that they know what's best for you. Y'all are family, so y'all are me. So for me, for us, everyone thinks that they know what's best for us, right? All right. And there's a lot of people out here talking all this crazy stuff, and I feel like I need to accelerate what I'm doing because, man, what people out here are listening to, what my brothers and sisters are really allowing to enter the consciousness of their mind, whether subconscious or not, is really starting to make me feel a certain way. And not about my people, but just about what's going on. And the only way I can do anything about how I feel is to do something to combat that. So case in point, here comes this show, right? Bottom line, if you're talking foreign, people will get out here and talk all this foreign stuff and capture the birth certificate and blah, blah, blah. And I'm tired of hearing it. And I'm tired of people wasting their time, my brothers and sisters wasting their time on this stuff that I perceive to be absolutely ridiculous, 100%. I know it to be because I don't use it. And, everything is fine, more than fine. You want to talk about changing your life. You want to grind just for a little bit, how most people will not. They choose not to, so you can live for a long time, how most people cannot. There's no way they can. We need to understand certain things, right? Bottom line, I'm going to start from the public, and I'm going to work my way back, but please believe we're going to hit this, all right? The so-called 9(8) trust in a public LLC, right? Yo, these foreign entities and so on and so forth, and if you're talking foreign, we talking business, right? Yusuf will tell you, Big Brother will tell you, we talking business. So if you're talking foreign, you're talking international. That's an international entity. So if you're doing it internationally, I don't care what soil you think you're on. I don't care where you think you stand and what you think that matters. But if you're dealing with an entity that can do business internationally, you can call it foreign. You can confuse yourself. Non-resident alien is a contract that's recognized to do business in over 120 countries. Dance to that. But bottom line is, we're talking international. So if you're talking foreign, you're talking international. Why are you going to state accountants? Why are you talking to state attorneys? Why aren't you talking to international attorneys? Why aren't you talking to international accountants? That's all I'm saying. Who are these international accountants, so? Have you ever heard of an enrolled agent? These are accountants who are enrolled agents with the IRS, familiar with international entities. Don't you think if you're dealing with a foreign trust that you need to find someone that knows how to file foreign or international returns? First and foremost, let me clear that up. If you don't understand what I said, please rewind the archive. Straight up, let's get real. Because I can sit here and say a bunch of stuff. I could do shows every single week with a bunch of fluff, and most people would be like, "Yo, Soap's saying some stuff right now. Listen to this." And just because I'm speaking in jargon, which is specific language that's in the field that I work in, that you don't understand, that you're like, "Oh, he's going in. I'm over here talking fluff." You know how many people out here talking fluff? I'm not saying no names because to me it's not personal. But I just want to bring awareness if it's not already been brought in. So let's get into this. I'm sorry, I'm kind of going in. I'm feeling a certain way. LLC, limited liability company. It's a state entity. Yeah, go see a state accountant. You got a 9(a) trust? Is it foreign? Why are you going to a state accountant who's only done state returns? Talking about it don't work. You don't know what you're doing. You need training. You're not going to find private know-how, administration, mentorship, and procedure in the public. I don't care how many Google searches you do. In all relationships, every single relationship, I don't care how you describe it, requires an exchange. Over here, pity-patting over here. Limited liability company under state legislation. You understand what I'm saying? Look, and I'm gonna move on. If you are not dealing with anyone in the public who knows how to file a return or even how to recognize an entity that can do business internationally, why are you listening to what they're saying about your 9(a) foreign trust? So many people need trustee training in an educational format. Come out here selling stuff, just selling forms and documents. First and foremost, that's foul. You're tripping. Second of all, if it's not offered in an educational format, ping. You can't pop off, make money off of their stuff. Or you can't pop off, make money off of them not getting money. I'm done. Limited liability company. With proper classification, please believe it's not a disregarded entity on a federal level. People be doing business with the LLC don't understand that there's dual jurisdictions, the state jurisdiction and the federal jurisdiction. LegalZoom will have you messed up at the end of the tax year. Please believe. Proper classification, obviously. Why? Because then publication 15B and publication 535 applies. What does that matter? Corporate expenses, fringe benefits. What does that matter? What's the whole point? The whole point is not to use the social, right? The individual entity, the creature of the government, the Angeleses. Why? Because it's regulated and the taxation is regulated by legislation. Oh, so what you doing? Well, follow me. Publication 15B, B as in boy, fringe benefits. There's excluded and non-excluded. We want to look at the excluded. Excluded means these are things or pay in the form of things, I guess, benefits, not like money. That is not required to be reported on the individual return. You follow where I'm going? We only want to accept things that do not make a liability issue with the social. Am I giving tax advice? No. Am I giving legal advice? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Executing the contract at this moment, right now. I'm executing an indenture. Once again, fringe benefits, it's a form of pay you receive that is excluded from taxable income as long as it's excludable fringe benefits. What are these? Health savings accounts, company cell phones, company cars, 50% of meals, housing if it's on the premises. There's a list. You should check out 15B. Why? What's the structure? I know we're on here for the structure, right? So if you look at publication 15B, right, there's a double taxation. Ooh, these attorneys. Ooh, the accountant. He's talking about double taxation. If I make it a C Corp, it's double taxation. If I do this, if I classify, it's a double. Man, why are you listening to the state actor? Over here acting. I'm over here executing. Guy, tell me what the actor's saying. I don't care what the actor's saying. Understand what the indenture's saying. Publication 15B will tell you you do not qualify for the exclusion of benefits if you are more than a 2% shareholder. Oh, so what's the structure? You are the 2% shareholder. That means you own 2% of the LLC or the corporation. Why? Because you can take advantages of fringe benefits. It's not reported on the individual tax return, which means you don't have to file a return. If you have the proper structure privately and publicly, there's no income going to the debtor. None. Zero. Nada. So there's no requirement to file a return. None. Zero. Nada. Still receiving benefits from the corporation. Still got a cell phone. By the way, cell phones in the company name, every time the bill is paid every month, it reports as positive credit history, which builds the business credit profile. Something that you're already paying for. If you put it in the name of a company, an LLC, it will build credit, whereas it does not build credit on an individual. The only thing it does is tear your credit up if you don't pay it and blah, blah, blah. You understand what I'm saying? 2% shareholder. No. Zero. No income. No checks from the LLC. Not in the name of the what y'all call the debtor, the straw man. Capture the birth certificate. Either way, I don't care. It's an entity. What is the entity? It's an individual. How do you know that? Because it files an individual return. Simple and on time. Catch it? 2% shareholder of the LLC. Quit playing. How do you evidence that? In the operating agreement. So as far as I'm going to go with that, the 98% shareholder is who or what? What's the name of the show? There you go. How do you evidence that? In the operating agreement. Just do some research. Do some due diligence. You got to understand publication 15B. You got to understand publication 535. You got to understand that you, however you look at yourself, are only a 2% shareholder. It must be evidenced. How do you evidence it? In the operating agreement. Oh, that's where it goes. That's exactly where it goes. What's an operating agreement? Do a search, fam. We all got this internet dance. You over there scrolling through Instagram and stuff. Stop it. Do an internet search and invest in your private education. You can invest time, money, or both. I suggest you do it. Both. See what I'm saying? All relationships require an exchange. Taxes influence how we structure and do things. Everybody talking about me paying taxes. The mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is going to pay taxes. It's against the law. There's no actual law that says you got to pay taxes. Well, I've seen a lot of people go to jail. Looks controversial to me. What's one of the rules? Do not participate in public controversy. Yo, getting arrested and pulled from your home and walked into the street and put into a police cruiser and then going to the jail and going to public court, isn't that controversial? Pull you over. I'm not driving. I'm traveling in my private motor conveyance. I'm good. Here you go. Here's the so-called whatever debtor driver's license. Yep. I'll take the ticket. I'll handle this with paperwork. Because I'm a noble. And I've done my homework. I understand where it comes from. We were created by the Creator. Our time on this earth, our strength, our energy, our passions, whatever, were given to us and endowed to us by our Creator. And not by, the so-called federal government or the IRS or whatever. So why should they generate revenue, the Internal Revenue Service, off of us exchanging our time on this earth, our energy, endowed to us by the Creator, in the form of taxes? I get it. It's very noble. It's a natural principle. I'm 100% in agreement with that principle. Am I being controversial about it? No. Nope. Stay in honor at all costs. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care what you're saying. You could be spitting, talking crazy in my face. I'm going to handle the situation, and please believe you will never be in a position to spit in my face ever again for the rest of my life. But yeah, taxes influence how we structure and do things. If you're structured properly, you avoid capital gains tax, you avoid probate tax, estate tax, inheritance tax, gift tax, probate tax. I already said that, didn't I? Woo! Fear is a powerful tool of what? Control. It's time to start thinking differently. It's time to start understanding maybe some of the different things that are going on, maybe understanding why some of the things that are going on. Also to understand that Wheeling Steel Corp versus Fox, I might have to rewind this, 298 US 193, 80 LED 1143, 56 S as in Sam, CT, I'm sure that's short for Connecticut, 773. The U.S. citizens residing in one of the states of the Union are classified as property and franchises of the federal government as an individual entity. Wheeling Steel Corp versus Fox. Y'all want another one? A citizen of the United States is a civilly dead entity operating as co-trustee and co-beneficiary. There you are. You're a co-trustee and co-beneficiary. You call capital name you. Of the Public Charitable Trust, or PCT. The Constructive Trust, or the Constructive Cest Quay Trust of the United States, Inc., under the 14th Amendment, which upholds the debt of the USA and US, Inc. This is a congressional record, June 13th, 1969, page 15641 through 15646. It's all about the entity, y'all. Y'all know I say this, man. Every single time, it's all about the entity. Y'all talking about the individual entity. It's an individual entity. Are you an individual entity? Are you? Check this out. 7 levels of human, animal. You ever heard of this? You think I make this stuff up? Please believe I don't. I'm a seeker of truth. Is this the truth? I don't know. But I've run across this on my path, and I'm running down oh so ever fast. 7 levels of human/animal. Start from the lowest level, beast. Next level, number 2. Second level, mankind. Are you mankind? All right, I'm not mankind. I mean, would you eat some food kind? Yo, you want? I got this burger kind. What you mean burger kind? You know, it's burger kind. You got some regular burger? Nah, this, kind of like a burger. No. Mankind, number 2. Third level, man. 4th level, human. 5th level, human being. 6th level, being. 7th level, God. Oh, man, am I being blasphemous? Look, first and foremost, I don't think so. I really don't. But if you look in the book of John, if you want to talk about blasphemous, the book of John, it's chapter 16, verse 34. And, book of John, if it's written in red or whatever, a lot of these books, these are actually like the prophet Jesus' words. Book of John, chapter 16. Is that 16? Verse 34. Let me see it. I don't see it. Did I mess it up? Nope, it's chapter 10. It's got to be chapter 10. Where's that? 34. Jesus answered them, "Is it not written in your law, I said, ye are gods? Is it not written in your law, that I said, ye are gods. So the seventh level of human or animal is a god. We also got Psalm 82, verse 6. If you think I'm being blasphemous, I have said ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. So a god is anyone whom is in control of themselves. Are you in control of yourself? Do we understand what being truly in control of ourselves means? In control of ourselves, does that mean of our actions? Is that just relegated to being in control of our thoughts, not our actions? Are we in control of our future? Are we in control of our present? Do you feel in control? Knowledge can be used to control. But once again, fear is a powerful tool of what? Control. We got some wealth eroding factors, things that erode your wealth. Taxes, education, government, you might get a parking ticket. Inflation. Well, let me get started on that. Lawsuits, actions, divorce, creditors, litigation. Fear immobilizes. Faith empowers. To freely give is a virtue. To be compelled to give is a vice. What can we do to make our physical efforts most maximized for the benefit of our family, for ourselves, and for our community? What can we do? Bottom line is, we do not generate income with the individual. And if we are, we move diligently to a position to where we are not doing that any longer. What is a trust? A trust is a legal entity. If you got the correct trust, it's governed by the contract indenture and not legislation. It's irrevocable. It's actually a contract entity. Your family members are trustees, never beneficiaries. You're never a beneficiary. You heard me? And if they ever become trustees, they're no longer beneficiaries. Woo! I'm going to go to the phone lines here in a second, y'all. Y'all know what it is. I feel like I'm out of breath. Did I give it to y'all? I hope I did. I trust I did. I'm feeling a certain way. And also, on top of that, I know I'm not broadcasting next week, so I really wanted to lay it down here on the foundation, here on High Frequency Radio Network, for all my brothers and sisters out here, moving ever so diligently to a better position for not only themselves, but hopefully, most importantly, their families. Phone lines are open, 424-222-5250, 563-999-3625. Coming straight to you. But I definitely want to say peace. This is a crazy show. There's a lot of y'all called in. I don't know how many people are listening online. But this is a crazy show. Maybe it's the title. Maybe it's the fact that, if you're doing trustee training correctly, you're not getting nickel and dimed. You're getting the whole enchilada, so to speak. And, those who do work, and I think in the manner in which I do work, certain specific stuff like this, to me, is nothing. I'm happy to put my people on to stuff like this, even in the public, as controversial as this subject may seem, or however deep I got into it. Really, I don't care. I don't care. What you gonna do? I did my disclaimer. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not giving legal advice. And I speak from, experience, demonstration, 100%. But if we don't understand the foundation that we're standing on, and we can't change it or strip it down and rebuild it. And please understand, if we were educated in public school, you need to strip down your foundation and reestablish it. We were all miseducated in that public school system. And it's a sad thing. But it's not something that cannot be rectified. So, admin at welcometothefoundation.com. If you want to get down with the trustee training, it's for real. It's no joke. You know, there's people that have called in, you know, said their dance, but I don't really look for any type of, positive reviews, you know, Google reviews and nothing like that. We private. You know, if a certain trustee wants to call in to the show and say something, that's on them. And I don't sell trustee training. I don't sell any type of education. I offer. And if you accept, you accept. If you don't, I keep it moving. No sales tactics, no mental cajoling, no patronizing, nothing. You do you, and I'll do me, and I wish you the best. But for those who are not only in the mental position, in the capacity as well, and have a claim where they know that they need to move private the proper way without all the hoopla and the craziness and the stuff you might get in trouble with, you know, these different forms and all this crazy stuff in the public. Like, why is you doing that to a foreign trust? Why would you file that public document with regards to your private entity? I don't understand. All this stuff going on. You want to get around that and just keep it simple, keep it about business? Email me, admin at welcometothefoundation.com. I offer, you accept, we'll get moving. Moves as fast as you want it to move. One shot, on nickel and dime. I'm looking to do business with my people. We all got to be standing on the same foundation. You understand what I'm saying? Who wants to do business with a bunch of people who don't look like them and try to sit there and laugh like, ha, ha, ha. Not I, said the farmer. I love y'all, and I trust, you know, hopefully I hit a nerve. 424-222-5250, as well as 563-999-3625. I'm going to the phone lines. Or maybe I'm not. Blog Talk, bro. What's up? Let's do this. 347-0529. Once again, 347-0529. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Peace, Brother Sodell. What's the deal? What's the deal? This is Sister Yvette.
Hey, peace, sister. How you doing?
Can you hear me? Blessed and
Yes,
highly favored. I was sitting here laughing. Peace, kings and queens. I tell you, you definitely stepped on some toes tonight. If the community didn't hear those jewels, they don't need to hear it. Let me tell you something. You came correct, and you was proper with it. At the end of the day, they're gonna shut us down. You know, we're looking for these jobs. That's why I try to tell everybody, you get in where you can fit in. The thing about it is, you get the jobs. It's a short-term thing. You don't have the fines, the means, the finances. You get it. You put away for your trust. You invest in your trust. You invest in your certificates, your articles of organization. You get your paperwork in order, and you cut it loose. People sitting here looking for government assistance. They're looking for these programs. Yeah, these social programs were to assist us for a season, not to make it a permanent living situation. Now, I'm going to give the community some numbers. You do $20,000 a year for 30 years, that's $600,000. You know how much the government gets out of that? $228,000. If you do $40,000 for 30 years. You got $1.2 million. The government gets $456,000 out of that. If you do $70,000 for 30 years, you make $2.1 million. The government gets $798,000, and God forbid you make $110,000, and you do 30 years. You got $3.3 million. You know how much the government get out of you? $1,254,000. People, are you serious right now? You giving them blood, sweat, and tears 30 years, because most of us are going to work 30 years unless you invest in your trusteeship. The thing about it is, like I said, get in where you fit in. Y'all don't want the math? Let's do the math. 30 years, that's what most of us work for in this working environment. You're working for somebody else. You're paying that money to the government. God forbid you hit a lottery and you want some kind of program, they're going to take back half, if not all. If you got a child support issue, you owe taxes, you owe anything, they're going to take back their money. And the sad thing about it is, all of us who are in the United States now, who are working and paying these taxes and paying into these so-called social programs that were set up to assist us, you got people that are coming over and reaping the benefits and never worked a day in their life. And then they turn around and they laugh at us and call us stupid. Why? Because we got the barcodes on us, the tracking system, because we're their biggest entity. It's not that we need the socials, you understand. The socials are to track what we make so they could get theirs. That's why I keep stressing, get your credit correct. When you get your credit correct, you get your place to stay. That's your stability. That's your house, your condo, your co-op. After you get your stability, then you get into what you need to get into. You set yourself up. Once you put yourself in the proper order and you put all of that under there, you ain't got to never worry about them tracking you again. Trust me, community. But until then, we going to play the number games. Until some of y'all wake up, y'all going to keep playing the number games. Yeah, fear is holding a lot of us back. So you continue being fearful. When you wake up in the next 3 to 5 years, you're going to wish you had looked back and did what you had to do. Brother Sot L, you have a wonderful vacation. You earned it. You deserved it. And all the toes that you stepped on, that's because they played themselves. The game is up, players, because I know some of y'all on this line. The game is up. You done played yourselves to the point you done played out of the game. The game don't change. The players change. Be blessed, community. Kings and queens, wake up. Let the numbers games go. Peace.
Peace, sister. Appreciate you. Thanks every time. And thanks for calling in. Have a great week. And I'm definitely going to enjoy my vacation. I'll talk to you soon. Peace to the queens and the kings. All right, let's do this dance. Look at all these callers, man. Look at y'all. Oh, look at y'all. 215-8842. 215-8842. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, so this is Ish. What's going on?
Hey, sister, how you doing? It's good. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on? Man, I just want to say you laid it down on here today, man.
Oh, appreciate it.
I heard the
appreciate
passion in your voice. I just wanted to say what's going on, and I was listening. This is my first one I got to listen to live. I'm sitting in my car listening.
Oh, okay. Appreciate it. Thank you.
So, I just
thought
came
it was good?
to some.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
You dropped some gems, man. You went in. I appreciate it. I think
much.
everybody needs to hear that. And that sister that was just on, she killed it too.
Yeah, Sister Yvette.
Yeah,
appreciate
so
it. How
I'll
you
let
doing?
somebody
Everything
else
good?
speak. Everything. I'm going to hit you up.
Okay, yeah, hit me up.
Will do. All right.
Thanks for calling in. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.
No problem. Okay.
Peace. Familiar faces, familiar voices. 281-0654. 281-0654. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Peace, Brother Sot. How are you?
Oh, peace.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Wonderful, wonderful, man. I love to hear Sister Yvette. She just get me fired up. I just wanted to say that the call was on point. Everything that you're saying, I had to thank you publicly for helping me today take care of my business in the private. And that's been very good success. I already have one of my contracts adjusted and working on some other things now that I have that structure. And I just wanted to publicly, like I said, thank you for everything. Peace to all the brothers and sisters on the line and all the trustees. And I just want to wish you well on your trip, safe travels, peace and blessings to you and your family. And I look forward to hearing from you when you get back.
Yep, definitely. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate that. I might be able to call you tomorrow, though. So if you need anything, actually, you can just call me. I know. Just call me if you need to.
Yeah.
I'll be around like earlier in the day. So just hit me up.
Okay.
But yeah, thanks for calling in. I appreciate you, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, indeed. Peace.
All right. Peace. Peace to the gods and goddesses. We got about 4 minutes left on the stream. If you listen on the internet or whatever you're doing, however you do it, in about 4 minutes you're gonna get cut off. So you gotta call in if you want to, stay on the show. 424-222-5250, 563-999-3625. Otherwise you burn out. And if you fall off, if you lose connection, when we start, streaming, you're done now. Go to the next caller. We got here 205-0377. Capitone.
Peace to the God. You already know. Live and direct. What it is, bro.
Hey, brother. How you doing?
We on the clock. We doing well. I'm breathing. You breathing. You know what I'm saying? We out here. You know what I'm saying? We in the atmosphere. So, yeah, definitely, man. We well. All is well, though, Everybody's okay. So, thing is more opportunities available. So, we definitely taking advantage or taking the time, to jot down and definitely apply. After the next 3 steps, those important steps, everything starts to thought, we spun that around, left hemisphere, right hemisphere, give birth to some things and, put it out here in a form, fashion it, manifest, So it's definitely what it is, put it out here so, the people can engage with the creation that, we create as we go. So I'm definitely with it, bro. I appreciate you, Give thanks to the ancestors, the creators, definitely, putting us out here and having us develop and promote things. So that's definitely what it is.
Sam, you kind of breaking up. Can you hear me?
Hold on, let me take.
You
Can you hear me better, bro?
Yeah, that's a little better. Yep.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, let me get out the speaker. Yeah, I had some things charging up, but that's what it is, though, man. Definitely secure it, protect it, pass it on, preserve it. You know what I'm saying? So we'll take nothing with us when we, when we get ready to transition, the same as we came into existence. So just keep that in mind, though. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Let's create in between time. 'Cause like you said, I believe you stated once before, though. So when them digits hit that tombstone, like you already got one date from the date, the time, the date that you actually conceived, and it came out, giving birth in that year, so to speak. So in between that dash, that's what actually matters. You know what I'm saying? What have you done in between that dash since you've been here? Have you created something before you, took care of it, protected it, secured it? You know what I'm saying? So it can be inherited. And the next come after that dash, you already know it's time to transition. It's time to head to the next. You know what I'm saying? Energy never dies. So yeah, definitely though. So give thanks for that, man. Preparing us, because it's like everything is already in preparation mode. We here right now preparing for something to come. So that's what it is. So, and I give thanks, brother, for I'm out here, so helping me prepare. You know what I'm saying, through this intermission, so we can speak. You know what I'm saying. So it's definitely what it is. But I'll be getting with you in a minute, man. And there, take care. You know what I'm saying. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself too, brother. You know what I'm saying. And love yourself more. Take more time out. And because you do a lot of output, so it's time for you to reciprocate. You know what I'm saying? Fall back, marinate. You know what I'm saying? What it is. So yeah, But in a minute though, holy breath. You know what I'm saying? I digress. Definitely. Thanks, bro.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much for calling in. Pillar, definitely a pillar. In regards to the foundation right now, and I give thanks, man. All praise is due to the Creator. Peace, man. Enjoy yourself. Take care. Be safe. I'll talk to you soon, right?
Yes, sir. Indeed. Trust that.
All right, man.
Trust that.
In a minute.
Indeed.
In a minute, family. Peace.
In a minute. Peace.
Ooh, we streaming. Can't call in if you fell off. Oops. Sorry about that. 872-5842. Peace. Which name are you calling from? Oh. 872-5842 has dropped. We don't like that. 718.
Hey, so L.
80.
How you doing, so L?
Hey, peace, family. How you doing?
You know who this is. I'm all right. Hey, so L, thank you for last night. I have to, thank you for last week. I kind of was one of them kids on last night. I didn't mean to throw you off your game. I feel like I was trying to throw you off your game. But anyway, I had something to say. My bad thing is that I don't write anything down. I remember everything by heart. But let's get to Tesla. One thing, Tesla's gonna go overseas, and they're gonna make them people. They're gonna make them production numbers, and because a lot of times you call in the credit card people from overseas, the Philippines or wherever they be at, they handling all the business. Just like over here, like the lawyers are learning how to do business. The lawyers from overseas are learning how to do business over here. That's why China and everything, they buying everything up, because they know how we slipping over here. So what happened is maybe they pay us over here maybe $20, and maybe overseas they pay them $2 an hour. So what happened? A lot of people, if you need a lawyer, don't get a lawyer from over here. Get a lawyer from overseas. Because what happened? Because that's what a lot of people are doing. They get these virtual assistants. So you get the lawyers from overseas. These same guys who try you $300 an hour like that. Some guys over there the lawyers over there probably charge you $5 an hour. They handle the same business the lawyers are handling over here. So they're teaching all the lawyers overseas how to conduct business over here. So this is why all these guys, they want us to believe that, things is crashing. If they stick it moving. They're sticking you to believe this, but they're doing something else, And one thing, and you gonna really delete this show, man? You gonna really do that to me?
I don't know, man. It depends on if. Nah, probably not. I'm.
Yeah, because I'm a fiend. I'm a fiend. I'm a fiend for these shows. So you gonna do that to me?
Nah, I won't delete it. Maybe not.
All right.
I don't know yet.
But
probably not.
Yo, man, I love you. I hope you understand everything I was saying about. I hope you understand everything what I was saying. Tesla's not going to drop because Tesla's going to go overseas, and they're going to get people to do them, to make that production. They're going to pay them $2 an hour. They're going to pay them $2 an hour. And Tesla is going to be on the rise. They want y'all to believe they're going to crash. All these guys want you to believe everything crashing over here. But no, them guys are getting paid a quarter an hour. And over here, we're getting paid $30, $40, $50 an hour over here in the U.S. And overseas, they're getting paid a quarter an hour, and they're going to make it happen. And that's where a lot of people are going overseas. They're hiring people overseas. They don't want us anymore. It's going to be too expensive. You know? But I'm going to let you take the next caller, Joel. You enjoy your vacation. And I'll see you in the week after next.
Right. Talk to you soon, man. Thank you for calling in. Appreciate you. That's a good perspective, man. You know, they could do that pretty quickly. Just, you know, get set up overseas. So appreciate you, man. Talk to you soon. Peace to the guys.
Okay. Peace.
Brian from the Bay, what you say?
What's good, man? What's good?
Peace, man. I feel like I catch you off guard every time.
No, you ain't
what's going on, man? Oh, man. Now you hurt my feelings. No, I'm playing. How you doing, fam? What's good?
I'm doing okay, man. It sounds like you're going to be doing okay in a minute after you, I guess, wrap up with us. Sound like you be somewhere nice for your vacation. So hopefully it'd be a nice place that, you know, you and your family can enjoy. And just, you know, I hope you enjoy the time off and, you know, just relax. No thinking about what's going on in the outside world. So, yeah.
Appreciate you, man. Technically, I'm only taking 5 days off. But
why you got to say that?
I just got to let you know, man. You know.
Let me know.
But it doesn't come. No trustee training. No show next week. I love y'all. But,
yeah.
I feel bad, too, kind of. You know what I'm saying?
Why? You shouldn't feel bad. People got to, like
maybe
I'll
maybe I'll see if I can pre-record a show or something.
Well, you just...
Maybe I'll see if I can do that.
Yeah, people need to understand that, you know, people need breaks and stuff. Everybody else got breaks and everything. So, you know, and you've been burning the midnight oil. So, you know, just take your break. Don't worry about it. I don't think people going to get upset about that one time you ain't showing up. But off that, when you were talking about, like, you know, people got to realize it's called an individual. You know, that's what it is. It's meant to be as an individual. You know, the entity like that is for filling out. You're not filling out something to build for a community or anything. You're filling out something to build for yourself, and that's what they took out. Took you out the mindset of, you know, group thinking and think of self. You know, this is the whole generation of it's all about me. When it could be about you, but you like being around other people. So I don't see why would you want to be about me. You know, so you gotta get out of the individual, because even in the word kind of to me, you know, and I heard other people say the same thing. It's like I divide you all, or it's just dividing all of us, you know. And that's the biggest problem our people have, is that we want to feel good instead of being good. We don't want to put in the work to be in a good position. We out here just trying to fake it till we make it, you know, believing that if I buy this stuff, I do this, I'm going to be good, but not really paying attention to the stuff that's going on around us. People laughing at us because they're using our energy to make the millions and millions of these notes. And we sitting up here thinking we doing well by buying a car from this guy, buying jewelry from this guy, you know, and this guy sending you over there and he getting a little cut from that. You know, ball players were talking about, I know this guy, you know, an agent tell them, I know this guy who can get you jewelry cheap or get you that cheap. You don't think that agent getting a cut on that? You know, and people got to wake up to that, you know. Nothing wrong with dealing with people who don't look like you, but they're all concerned about dealing with theirs first before they help with you, you know, because I feel like everybody else's house is like, you know, it's like a real house. You know, you want to say the so-called Asian community, you know, the people like to call them white, the Caucasian community. If you look at their houses, the foundation they built, they got doors, they got locks. You got to knock on it. Hey, can I come party with you, chill with you? And they'll say, no, not at this time. Or, okay. But, you know, the so-called black community, it's a revolving door. People come in, get what they want, walk out. You know, people getting so mad about how hip hop is and all this other stuff. I said, what you expect? You let it a revolving door. If you let people come in and they do not respect it because it's meant for everybody, well, it's meant for everybody. So they can tramp on it. So, you know, we got to start thinking as a group. You know, it's like even with the Rothschilds, and they don't all like each other. You know, some of them people don't even like each other, but they understand when it comes down to it, they want to put in that work with that person. You know, to worry about, look, me and you might not like each other, but we family, we blood. So I'd rather do business with you. I'd rather contract with you and teach you this and do it that way. You know, and some of them even let the one who's the smartest, regardless if it's a female or a male or whatever. There's none of that kingship, like, oh, you're my blood, so you get to control the entity. They're like, no, we want the smartest and brightest out of the family to run it. So, you know, they thinking that way because, you know, if you look at, if people want to do their own looking, you can look at the history. Your people used to run everything, but we don't run anything because we was hoarding information from people, and then it came back to harm us and, you know, karma. And now we over here acting like we, you know, wandering, you know, Walking Dead, I guess you could say. You know, where nobody knows who they are and don't want to see it. So, and then, like you were saying about the schools, I feel like when I was in there, bro, I'll just put it in real quick. You know, I feel like when I was in there, they didn't help me because I couldn't learn the way that these people were telling me to because, you know, I wasn't able to get the information like everybody else. You know, and I had to learn in a different way. And it seemed like as I got out of school, I started getting more information. And then, like you said, I started looking at that. I'm like, well, you know, it feels like to me all the artists is trying to make you fit into their system. And if you want to do that, yeah, you're going to do all right within their system. Or we can decide to start doing what our ancestors did and start creating our own and, you know, stop complaining about it and start creating and maintaining it. So, you know, that's what I look at. We got to stop. You know, you see everybody want to protest and, you know, do all that. Just start, you know, putting your energy in, like, you know, I shouldn't have to worry about if they make a movie for me or I want to make this shoe company or whatever. You know, just start making these moves and start working with the people, you know, that look like you, and then you can work with others. Mr. Soel.
You ever muted yourself out and then realize that you muted yourself out?
Yeah. I never been on air, but I've done it.
Oh. See? You know what, man? You lucky we brothers. You lucky we brothers. You know what I'm saying? But no, that's real. There's a lot of things that go along with this public school that, you know, we don't understand, we don't even look at. I'm just trying to bring some awareness to some of these issues and some of these ulterior motives that exist and still continue to play out in this school system and how it was built and how it was founded and by who and who had, you know, who put up $180 million to start, you know, implement the General Board of Education. You know what I mean? Like who wins behind this stuff?
You beat me to it. I was about to say, look who built it. Look at the people who built it. Look at all these so-called black colleges. They're not built by people that look like you. That should be kind of weird that we, you know, hold these up. Another thing that's kind of weird is that people love to talk about the Greeks. But where did the Greeks get their information? From the Egyptians, the Phoenicians, or the Moors, whatever you want to say, right? Why are you going to a school that highlight people that pretty much plagiarize the stuff? Why not go to a school that has Egyptian, you know, alma maters instead of having Greek alma maters? I always thought that was kind of weird. I'm like, y'all know the Greeks, you know, just pretty much copyrighted this, you know, just snatched this up and say, oh, we thought of these ideas. So I always thought it was weird that our people don't go, they love to talk about, oh, we from Africa, we black, blah, 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 but they don't even practice what they're preaching, you know, really start implementing that stuff. And, you know, look at all the information and make your own conclusion. That's what it really comes down to. I mean, I could tell you what I know, but it don't mean nothing to you if you ain't ready to grow. You know, make those right moves, and stop thinking like an individual. That's why I feel like you got to stop that, because that's what all these people do. All the people at the top, they think as a group. They might dislike each other, And I've heard a person told me, I don't know if you ever heard this. I was talking to somebody who was a Caucasian person. They told me, I hate to say that, but a lot of people view your community as liquid gold because people gravitate what y'all do. When y'all got all this energy into like whatever y'all do, music, sports, whatever, everybody's so drawn to it, they do it. So we just trying to make sure we harness it the way we want to, because y'all want to be seen instead of control the scene. So, it was kind of like, when I said that, I was kind of getting mad, but then I was like, when I started thinking about it, I said we'd rather be an athlete instead of control the league. We'd rather be an artist instead of controlling the label. We'd rather be an actor instead of controlling the production, all this other stuff. And I ain't even talking about the people behind those people. Nobody wants to do that. We just want to be seen. So I feel like we just got to get that out of our system, and we might be good.
Yeah. Let's keep working. Man. Appreciate you calling in, family.
All right, man.
As always, man. I'll talk to you soon. Actually, I got something. I'm putting something in the mail, that thing in the mail for you tomorrow, too. So you'll get that.
Okay.
I'm doing that before I leave. I got you.
All right, I'm going to do my diligence to, read the stuff I need to read. So when I talk to you another time, it won't be like, you ain't reading none of this stuff.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Jay, man, thank you. Have a great night, man, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.
All right, man. You take it.
All right, y'all, that's it. I'm just going to go ahead and close it out. If you're still on the line and you have your hand up, I apologize. I still love you. That's the end of the show. The foundation. Trust. Structure with LLC. I trust that, you got something, you gained some insight or so on and so forth with regards to, all this hoopla that's going on around you and you trying to figure out what's going on. And, if so, I was happy to bring it. It's my honor and it's my pleasure. Make sure you check me out. Welcome to thefoundation.com. At the very least, sign up for, y'all know what I'm about to say, sign up for the email list. Come on, y'all. I love you, though. Welcome to thefoundation.com. Obviously, highfrequencyradionetwork.com. Always under construction, but always popping. As far as I'm concerned, welcome to the foundation on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can find out all on welcometothefoundation.com. Go ahead. In the meantime, I appreciate you. I love you. You know the deal. We family. And I want you to be happy. And, gravitate away from the things that cause you displeasure. And begin to gravitate towards the things that cause you pleasure. And that's how we start. And that's how it begins. I wish you the best. Maybe, like I said, maybe I'll upload something, for next week. I do kind of feel bad, but if I don't, I love you. I'll see you in 2. And as always, I do want to say, maybe not always, this is my new dance right here. And I do believe I coined this. Yeah. Man, there's nothing wrong with having a job as long as you have a plan. You understand what I'm saying? You got a job, you got a plan, you're good. If you got a job and you don't have a plan, I'll pray for you because I can't plan for you. Check me out. You need any assistance, want to deal with anything in the private, admin at welcometothefoundation.com. Hit me up for trustee training, consultations, HighFrequencyRadioNetwork.com, obviously. And in the meantime, take care of yourself. Enjoy yourself. Be easy. And I will talk to you soon. Thank you. And peace to the gods.
Doing this thing all the way live. High Frequency Radio.